After airport staff hear, "Don't let him board the flight," they spot a soldier crying at the sight on his phone. The men and women who fight for our country make sacrifices. Not only are they willing to sacrifice their lives in battle, they also make plenty of sacrifices back home. When a soldier goes overseas, whether or not they're in the battle or not, they're still leaving back their friends, their family, their jobs. Everything they know and love back home is put on hold while they go and serve their country. Brooks Lindsay is one of these soldiers. Brooks' wife was pregnant. He was away from home on a mission, and he'd set it up so that he could be home 2 weeks before his wife was to go to the hospital for their daughter's scheduled birth. He wanted to help his wife before the labor, and he wanted to watch his daughter being born. Unfortunately, things did not go the way that Brooks and his wife had planned. Brooks's wife was suffering from preeclampsia, and she and the baby were under a stress. She had to induce labor 2 weeks early, meaning Brooks wasn't home. He was at the airport when his wife went into labor, waiting for his flight home to Mississippi. Thinking he still had 2 more weeks before the delivery, he was beyond disappointed he was going to miss the birth of their baby when he was informed. Since Brooks couldn't be there for the birth of his daughter, his mother took his place. She put her phone in her pocket and called Brooks on FaceTime. She figured if he couldn't be there in person, at least he'd be able to see it happening in real time. Brooks was at the airport while he watched the birth of his daughter. Brooks was sitting on the floor in tears as his wife struggled during labor. It broke his heart that he wasn't there for her in person. When his flight was boarding, the airport staff told him that he had to get on the plane. As Brooks got up, the doctors told him not to get on the plane, and the airport staff heard this. When the doctors told Brooks not to board the plane, it was because his daughter would be born after one final push. The staff at the airport figured out what was going on, and they held the flight for just a moment. It wasn't long before everyone at the airport knew what was happening. Tracy Dover, a traveler, waited at the airport and took out her phone and took a video of this lone soldier sitting on the floor with his eyes glued to the screen. After the birth of his daughter, Brooks boarded the plane. He couldn't wait to get home to his wife and his new baby girl. When Brooks' plane landed, he rushed to the hospital to be with his new family. And he says that the moment he saw his daughter, he fell completely in love. Like any new father, he couldn't stop staring at this little, beautiful girl. When Tracy Dover arrived at her destination, she uploaded the video that she took of Brooks at the hospital to social media. The touching video of this soon-to-be father watching the video of his daughter being born, it quickly went viral. Millions of people shared and viewed the video. Seeing this soldier sitting on the floor at the airport with his face glued to his phone, watching the birth of his daughter, that would bring so many people to tears, including yours truly. Her video was proof of the sacrifices our soldiers make all the time and the lengths that a soldier will go to so that they don't miss the most important moments of their lives.